What's up, Scorpio? Welcome to your July 2020 reading. This is going to be a general reading for you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, okay? And let me just say, I'm really excited to do this reading for you guys because honestly, this looks like it's going to be a really good, powerful month for you, okay? You got some great cards here. Let's just get into it before I lose the message. If you're new, what's up? My name is Danny. If you're returning, hey, thank you for coming back. Okay, so let's get into this. This is really exciting. You guys got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 major arcana out of the 9 cards that I pulled. So this is a really big time for you guys. A lot of major shifts. Now we are having that full moon in Capricorn, which is also an eclipse, and that's coming up actually at the end of this month. So with that, that's why am I blanking? Why am I blanking? That's going to be happening on the 4th, 5th of this month. There's going to be a lot of changes for a lot of people. For you, particularly in terms of maybe like your connections with like your smaller communities, in terms of like siblings, maybe your neighbors, that kind of thing. I think there's a lot of shifting going on with that. And it's really being represented here by the first card with the 3 of Pentacles. So 3rd house is all about like that smaller community. I think there's a lot that's shifting with you guys with that. Also just community in general. You do have the Hierophant card here, so that has a lot to do with community, institutions. It's really about your tribe. It could also be in marriage, and I will say you guys got the Empress and the Emperor, which are sitting side by side, right? And then immediately followed by the Hierophant. So whether you guys are in a relationship or not, some of you guys, this is like a time where you guys are super upping the level of your relationship status. Some of you guys, this is you really finding your match. You got divine feminine and divine masculine here. I mean, it's just like whenever you see a couple of any suit, right? Like a King of Cups, King of, Queen of Cups, or a King of Wands, Queen of Wands. It's always like a really powerful dynamic suit. Well, it's or spread or reading or message, right, for you in terms of relationships. And when we get the Emperor and the Empress, it's the same thing, maybe even on a bigger scale, right? This is a dynamic connection. This is that divine feminine and masculine energy. This is partnership. This is the balance. They work best with each other. They are able to thrive because of each other. The things that she has, he lacks, and vice versa. So that's really exciting, especially if you guys have been, wanting relationships. But what's really interesting, what I love the most, and I thought it was like a cackle as soon as I saw it, was the bottom of the deck, your unseen energy, Scorpio, is 5 of Swords. Now, I think this is so funny is because all of your other cards are really good. And this isn't even bad either. This is about someone who's not dealing with petty shit no more. So this is someone who's like not even willing to deal with mess, not even willing to entertain stupid stuff, right? And so I think a lot of you guys, if there's been drama that's going to be coming towards your way, which it will, right? Because Mars is now in Aries, and it'll be like that for the next 6 months. So, and those are both very aggressive. That's like an aggressive planet in an aggressive ass sign, but it's its home sign. But people are going to be a little bit more agitated. People are going to be feeling a little bit more spicy, ready to, come at people's throats a little bit more. But with you guys, I feel like you're just not even worried about it. And what's interesting, like, look at here. Right underneath that 5 of Swords is a Knight of Swords. So yeah, people might try to come at you crazy this month, right? Because again, we've got that Mars and Aries action, but also it's Mercury retrograde, communication gets a little wonky with that. Also, we are in Cancer season, which is highly emotional, and people just don't always know how to act, okay? So, but I love that you guys have that 5 of Swords, because to me, this is you guys just being like, I don't even care. This is petty. Like, if I win this fight, what am I winning? It's very, it's serving my life is good, so I don't have time to worry about whatever you're talking about. It doesn't even matter to me. So, you guys start out with the 3 of Pentacles, and then you've got the 6 of Cups, and then you've got the 4 of Cups. So 3 of Pentacles is about being open-minded. I think a lot of you guys are opening yourselves up to new experiences and just learning new things. I think with all the shifts going on in the world, I think it's really empowered you guys to look deeper inside yourselves. A lot of you guys are discovering talents that you didn't even know you had. So a lot of you guys are finally putting yourself out there and connecting in different ways that maybe you've always wanted to, but always felt a little scared to do, right? There's a lot of really good networking and connecting and being one with the people going on. Again, in terms of your relationships with like family members, right? Because I see these little babies, like siblings. a lot of closeness coming together with your brother or your sister. So those are all really, really, really good things. And then with that Four of Cups, again, it's just like, I don't even have time to deal with whatever's going on, right? This is a person who's discontent or dissatisfied. They're really just not entertaining this cup. They're not giving it any kind of time of day. And I just think it's because you guys are so full of what you have in front of you. A lot of you guys are in a really, really grateful place, expressing and feeling so much gratitude, and it's really, really beautiful. Now, Three of Pentacles is being clarified by the Empress card. So this does talk about fertility. This can talk about actual making babies fertility. So if you are finding out that you're pregnant this month, then congratulations. But this can also talk about fertility of ideas, right? Especially when you see the Three of Pentacles teamed with it, because these are three of the most unlikely people coming together to work on something beautiful. And it's really kind of reflecting what we're seeing going on now, right? We're seeing all these different people with all different walks of life coming together, being allies, like just doing the damn thing together. And I think a lot of you Scorpios are a big part of that right now, right? I think there's a lot of ideas being born. I think a lot of you guys are feeling really good. It's almost like you guys are experiencing your own like transformation and rebirth in some way. I don't see your card yet, but if the Death card came out, I honestly wouldn't be surprised. But I really, really like that. I feel like you guys are in a good place and staying connected to people who feel good and that are important to you. And those things are being strengthened. Now, also, Six of Cups is a big soulmate energy card, right? So some of you guys might be dealing with someone who, yes, they are your soulmate. Maybe this is someone you share kids with. Maybe this is someone you can see a life with. We do have the Ten of Cups clarifying that. So, I mean, we love this. This is all about family. Not only is this about being balanced and feeling balanced, right? Because six is the perfect number of balance with our emotions and like feeling good, but this is about like feeling great. I mean, look, we've got the Ten of Cups here. This is a reflection of just you being in a really, really good place and really being surrounded by the people that you love. Now, Page of Pentacles. Some of you guys, yeah, there's additions to families happening right now. Some of you guys might be finding out that you're pregnant. Just putting it out there. But I think that you guys are really in a really good, emotionally happy place. Four of Cups. Let's dissect this going on. I feel like this Four of Cups is really kind of working with this Five of Swords, which is sitting next to on my spread. Yeah, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords energy. The Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck. He's very abrasive, actually. And in a lot of cases, he could be someone who just kind of puts his foot in the mouth or in his mouth because he might speak without thinking first. He might not be so mindful or have that finesse with his words. And so again, going back to you guys just really kind of being in a place where you don't have time for empty fights like that don't serve you, because I feel like some of you guys are, well, a lot of you guys are just so elevated right now spiritually. And I say that too because we're in Cancer season, right? Which affects your ninth house, which is all about higher learning and spirituality. It's the sign of it's ruled by Sagittarius, right? So it's about travel, it's about spirituality, it's about that higher learning. It's a very, very deep time for you guys right now. And I think that if it's not inspired in that way, if you're not elevating, or if there are people who are not making you feel good or whatever the case is, I just think that you're just like, and you're fine. You're fine with whatever walks in, you're fine with whatever walks out, because you're fine independently of anybody else right now. And I think you guys are just in a really, really powerful place right now. And yeah, I think it's really great. Now, we've got the Chariot card, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, and then we've got the Temperance card. Chariot card is about victory. It's about success. It's about triumph. It's about, getting over hurdles. It's also about balance, because we got the Sphinx, right? With the yin and the yang. If one of them break down, then the chariot's not going to move. It takes balance and like that kind of like, equal effort on both ends for things to move forward. And it doesn't matter what obstacles are in the way for the chariot, they're able to get past them, right? It's a full-on victory. Now, this is sitting in your environment, so there may be a Cancer that's really, really important in your life, Scorpio. Also, we are in that Cancer season energy right now too, right? But this is, I think, opportunities coming ahead of you guys. Again, this is sitting right underneath the Three of Pentacles. So I think with the networking that you guys are doing and the connections that you're making, it's bringing on true options and things that you're going to be really, really happy to be involved with. And for a lot of you guys, it has to do with love. You got Knight of Cups. So whatever these offers are, whatever these opportunities are, they're very pure, right? Knight of Cups is a pure energy. It's a very intuitive energy, right? So remember, just be checking with your gut to see how you feel about certain things, but it's very heartful, it's felt, it's pure, there's a lot of good luck behind it. And especially with this being with the Chariot and it's in your environment, a lot of you might be dealing with the Cancer. Ooh, and the Moon, honey. I don't think you know this person. There may be someone new coming up into your life. Now, this Moon is Pisces energy, but for me, it's very much Cancer energy just because Cancer is ruled by the Moon. We are also going to have a new moon in Cancer on the 20th, so that may be really, really significant for you guys this month, okay? Now, 8 of Pentacles. Ooh! Okay, girl, let's not take the whole fucking deck. 8 of Pentacles is all about working hard at something, right? This is someone who's working on their craft. It's someone who's very focused and they're working towards something great, right? Now, I took these two that fell out because they popped out, like they fell over. We got Knight of Wands and High Priestess. I love this. Again, your intuition is major. You know, you are naturally super intuitively inclined, like you're a water sign. You guys are super, you know, naturally just easily can get into that zone of intuition. Some of the work that you guys may do may even be connected to that, like something in the spiritual world. Like let's say if you read tarot or you are a healer in some type of a way. But you know what, right now, I think you guys are really kind of trying out new things, which is really beautiful. So Knight of Wands is that energy of he does whatever he wants. Like he does whatever he's inspired to do, heartfelt is inspired to do. There is no doing things out of duty. There is no doing what other people think they should be doing. They're not going to stay if they don't want to, right? So if we're talking about in a dating aspect, this is someone who people would say is not that reliable, because if they feel like the wind is blowing a little bit harder this way, then they're going to go that way with it, right? But with you, I think there's a lot of exploration going on, and that's really, really good. I think a lot of you guys are going to discover that you have certain talents or certain interests in things that maybe you hadn't even considered before, right? And a lot of you guys, this has to do with being spiritual leaders or light walkers in some type of a way. Now, Temperance card is connected to Sagittarius energy, right? But it talks about hope and healing. It talks about having patience. It talks about being spiritually guided. It talks about alchemy and like finding the flow. You see how this angel is trying her hardest to pour the water into each cup without spilling, right? Having that overflow, right? So feeling very balanced in your emotions. I just think Scorpios, I think you guys are in a really, really good place this month. A really, really good place. And I just don't see how people can really kind of mess with you. Now you have the Knight of Wands here. So this could be another person who, like maybe if you were involved with a fire sign, especially if they're Sagittarius, just because we do have that temperance with it. But this is a energy of someone who's been through hurt. They've been through pain. They've been through war. They've been banged up before, and they're a little bit scared to move forward. If this is you guys and you guys have been feeling in this place, I think that this is a time where you're going to be finding that you're feeling a lot bolder and feeling like you could step out on something a little bit more. And this may be by the influence of people or things around you. Like maybe you have someone in your life who's super inspirational and they're making you feel as if you can make certain dreams come true too. Because we got the Knight of Pentacles here. This is like someone who is a hard worker, but they really take care of themselves. They're really earthy and down to earth. This is Capricorn energy, Virgo energy, Taurus energy, right? It's earth energy. So maybe you have a friend or an influence that's kind of helping with that. I just feel like you guys are stepping into a really beautiful, bold place. Now, let's check out this Empress, Emperor, and Hierophant, okay? My God, Empress, I love her. That's Taurus, Libra energy, but it's an energy of creation. It's an energy of nurture. She is the ultimate mother, just like he is the ultimate father. So going back to where I was hinting at, I felt like there could be babies on the rise. Honey, you got mommy and daddy here and all type of shit in here that talks about babies. So congratulations. But the Empress, she is beautiful and she's abundant. When we talk about Empress energy, we're talking about abundance. When we talk about Emperor energy, we're talking about authority. We're talking about taking charge and, you know, really being that person in your life and the life of others. Devil card. So maybe some of you guys are dealing with a Capricorn energy. Maybe you guys in the past have been feeling also like you haven't had the ability to create Five of Wands, right? But it just feels like you guys now are on something completely different. Again, I do feel like some of you guys are being influenced. So in your meeting people or in your grouping back up with old close friends or siblings or something, I feel like there's inspiration that comes from that makes you guys feel really, really powerful. And if you guys are you know, these Scorpios who are having kind of like these issues with like overthinking things or overfeeling things, doubting yourself, I feel like you guys are overcoming that and you're really going to be stepping into a mode of creation rather than doubt and fear and like the toxic back and forth dark thoughts that we can get to, right? Now, Emperor. Now, of course, your father may be significant. Maybe a baby's father may be significant. We've got the Queen of Swords clarifying this. So she's really communicative. Like, she's not playing around. She's not going to pussyfoot. She's not trying to dance around a subject. She's very direct. So other people could take her as being a bitch, but she's just very direct. Like, what? Like, what? There may be a talk about coming together. Yeah, I don't know. Look, relationships and love and like family and like building and creating is really, really big for you guys this month. Like, really, really big. It's really exciting too. There may be some type of message or communication that's coming in between you and someone, like maybe that elevates you to a different higher level, brings you closer together. Three of Cups. There could be a proposal. Hell, Hierophant card is next. Strength card. So Leo season may be significant for you. Maybe that'll be happening. So maybe this will be happening more towards the end of the month, right? If there's like a talk you guys are needing to have with someone. Strength. There's some type of fear behind this. I think that's kind of connecting to that Knight of Wands, like especially if you were kind of, you know, you're used to kind of having a hard time with people or in relationships, that type of thing. I just feel like you guys are really overcoming a lot and feeling very balanced because I think you guys are just in a really, really good place. You're wanting to try different things. You're wanting to connect on a deeper level. You're wanting to really, just how last month we talked about purpose. This is still like a continuing message of like your purpose. And I just think that you guys are really basking in that energy and feeling really, really good about it. And you're really, really powerful. And there's a chance for, I mean, dynamic love right now. Whether you're in a relationship already or not, if you're already in a relationship, then this is like you guys are elevating. Like you guys are going to be that couple that everybody talks about. Like, oh God, if they break up, then I don't even know if I believe in love anymore. Like that couple, right? Okay, so you got two cards that fell out. We've got donations, tithing, and charitable work, and then you got dreams of abundance. Now it says, give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies, right? So that talks about abundance, giving back, and then you see how that comes back to you, doing the charitable work, donating to things and people, that really feed your soul, right? Being mindful about where we spend our dollars. So dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your dreams into reality. So you guys are super abundant right now. Again, I think there's a lot of thinking and planning and just higher learning going on right now with that ninth house energy of Capricorn. You guys are really getting deeply rooted into what it is that you want to do and where it is you belong. Now, you've got chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. Okay. I mean, can we deny it? Can we deny it? Emperor and Empress. a lot of you guys have met your match. So I'm excited for you. Please let me know how your month goes. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can reach out to me at shesbybetarot@gmail.com. Go ahead and look at the About tab. I've got the menu of services so you can figure out exactly what it is that you want before you email. And I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.